afternoon, everybody. First of all, our heart goes out to all of those affected by this devastating tornado that claimed the lives of so many people. I know obviously I'm supposed to talk about a basketball game that's taking place tomorrow night, but man, we're just praying for all those families that lost loved ones and that were injured, homes lost. I know it's a painful time for so many people in Lee County. The University of Alabama, we're in the process of coming up with a game plan to see how we can help those affected by this tornado, and I think at the appropriate time they'll have an announcement. But just very, very sad for a lot of families and people, and probably fans of both universities that are going to be playing in this game tomorrow night. So prayers go out to all of those affected by this devastating tornado. In terms of injuries, Dejon Ingram, left quiet contusion, is improving, and he'll practice today, and then we'll see how he recovers and what his status will be for the game on tomorrow, because he really wasn't moving. He wasn't moving well at all in our last game, so hopefully we can get him back going again, because we definitely need him. In terms of our post-game evaluation for LSU, it's pretty much been consistent what we've seen all season. Very good half defensively in the first half, average offense in the first half, much better offensively in the second half, but below average defensively in the second half. And those inconsistencies is pretty much the reason why we are where we are, but lots of opportunities tomorrow night throughout this game to get better. We have to do a better job of taking care of the ball. We have to have better shot selections, especially at crucial times of the game. And if we can do that, we will give ourselves to have a chance to have better results. Auburn, team that we know very well. Bruce, in his 5th year, has done a great job of re-energizing the program. They've been ranked. Both teams obviously made it to the NCAA tournament last year, which was good for a lot of fans that follow both teams, and it was good for basketball, especially at the youth level here in the state, in high school basketball, AAU basketball in the state of Alabama. We thought that was a positive with both teams making it to the NCAA tournament. Jared Harper and Bryce Brown, they're a handful. One of the more experienced backcourts in the SEC. They can shoot it, they can drive it, they can pass it. There are not many defenses that they haven't seen in their career. So we have to do a really good job on them, while at the same time winning the rebound game, which we were unsuccessful in doing in our last game.
All right, thank you, Coach. If you have a question, just raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Let's start on the right side here with Alex.
Avery, how much, I know you obviously watched the game from earlier this season, at Auburn, watched it and tried to analyze it, but first off, seeing it again for probably a second time already this season, was there anything else you took away from it? And how much is, I don't want to use the term revenge factor, but when you think of what happened there, how much is that kind of on your mind, on the players' minds going into this matchup?
This is our last home game against a team that we're 0-1 against this year, and we got to figure out a way to even it up. I think the big takeaway was our lack of ball security. Whenever you have 20, 21 turnovers, they get out in transition and they score it off of it. So we got to do a better job. While we talk about their defense and their three-point shooting, all those things are factors. We don't want to make it as easy on their offense as we made it in game 1 at Auburn.
Other questions? Go ahead, Alex.
Given what they accomplished offensively play shooting threes, when you know kind of what they do, you said it already this season, how much does that put an onus on some of your outside shooters that, I mean, they have to make their shots. They cannot just kind of, have some of these struggles that they've had at certain times this year. And this is a game where, yes, you can play good defense, but you need to keep pace too. You know they're going to get theirs a little bit.
Yeah, we can't just get discouraged when they make a tough three. We just don't want those threes to be wide open because of a breakdown on defense. And then we feel we'll take and make more of our shots if we can get shots at the basket. But when you don't have 21 opportunities to shoot the ball, that means you don't have a chance to make a three, you don't have a chance to get points in the paint, get to the free throw line, get an offensive rebound, and more importantly, get your defense in.
Let's go back right with Cecil, and then we'll go to Matt.
Kyra was 3 for 16 against LSU. His minutes have kind of increased a little bit over the last 3 or 4 years. Is that something you're still trying to manage in terms of his, I hate to say fatigue, but conditioning?
Yeah, and I don't think he was 3 for 16 because he was fatigued. I just think they did a good job on him defensively. I saw lots of 2 and 3 on the ball, and sometimes 3.5 defenders were committed to him. You just got to do a better job of reading defenses. I got to do a better job. First of all, the 1-8 to that is I got to do a better job of helping him read defenses better and continue to break down video and show him where the positives and the negatives are. He's a kid though that we found that can handle minutes. He didn't go 3 for 16 because he was exhausted or anything. He just missed some shots that he normally can make. And but at the same time, I have to find that sweet spot of when I think I need to give him a quick blow just to let him catch his breath, and that's the responsibility of the coach.
Let's go with Matt here on right.
Avery, the last I saw with Austin Wiley is that he's, I guess, quote unquote, doubtful for tomorrow. Just what's different about them in terms of what they do with him in there compared to when he's not in there?
Yes, when he's not in there, Matt, obviously they have 5 guys that are all prolific from the three-point line. McLemore has really improved his accuracy from behind the three-point line. So, you are basically sprayed out across the board, and you can't really zone off of anybody. And then your pick and roll coverage has to be really sound because you got a guy in McLemore that can pick and pop. Whereas with the big fella, when he's in there, I think they try to get him the ball so you can go back to more of a traditional defense. You have another guy that you don't have to worry about shooting threes. You maybe can provide more help on drives when other guys drive because you'll be in the paint because that's where the big guy will be. Whereas with the other guy, McLemore, you're probably on the perimeter. When they play Chuma or Pure 4 at 5, you're going to be more around the perimeter, so your rotations may be a little bit longer. But I just think when he's in there, they try to feed him a little bit more, whereas when he's not in there, it's basically an all-perimeter game.
We have time for 1 or 2 more questions if there are any. Go with Alex here.
I think last I looked, obviously there's quite a discrepancy in where seeding for SEC tournament, I think 4th through 11th really. How much are y'all taking those into consideration? How much are you even discussing it with the players right now, knowing kind of what the potential could be if you either win out or obviously lose out?
I think the players are well aware that we have 2 games left. I think from their mindset, especially our seniors, they want to go out on top here at home. They understand, as I've shared in the past, just control what you can control. That's not just coaches talk, but it's just a fact. And we got to take care of this game at home and try to play much better than we did in our last game on both ends of the floor. But again, we obviously decided to, from a strategic standpoint, to celebrate our seniors on Saturday because it's easier on our families to get here on Saturday rather than a Tuesday night. But at the same time, for a lot of our guys like Raleigh Norris, Avery Jr., Dante Hall, this is their last game here in the building. And I know they want to go out with a bang and they wanna really try to treat our fans who've been so loyal and supportive to us. They want them to leave with a smile on their face, and I think they'll do everything in their power with the rest of the guys to make sure that happens.
Anything else, Coach? All right, thank you, guys.
Thanks.